If you take anything from this video, don't put honey in your butt. Olive oil may be delicious on pasta, on bruschetta, on bread, a monounsaturated fat that's actually good for your body if consumed in moderation. But when it comes to our face, it's a totally different situation. And when it comes to the beautiful, talented, intelligent Jennifer Lopez, she did not get her singing career or her intelligence or her body from this olive oil. And apparently she's going to share with us how she did get her glowing skin. I mean, I guess it's not confirmed that she's gonna be using olive oil products, but she does own a line that is based on selling overpriced olive oil products. So I want to see what is going on here. I am an acne prone person. I have struggled with acne my entire life, so I get very passionate about these things. And as a medical esthetician who's worked alongside doctors and dermatologists, I really want to know what's in products, who they're gonna work for, and if it's worth the fucking money, because I don't want to spend more money than I have to get something that works for me. I also don't want to have to rub olive oil on my face. I will say it's not the first time that I've rubbed olive oil on my face. I don't recommend it. In a pinch, if you don't have a cleanser and you're like literally traveling, olive oil can make a good makeup remover as long as you follow it up with a second cleanse. Now, instead of consuming olive oil, I got myself a coffee. So we're just gonna go with that. This is where we're at today. Let's analyze, scrutinize, and learn what Jenny from the block puts on her skin. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised by this routine. I'm in the mood to be pleasantly surprised. Vogue, please don't let me down.
Hey guys, Jennifer Lopez here. I'm very excited. I'm about to walk you through my dewy makeup look and also my skincare routine that preps my skin for my dewy makeup look. I also like to say a little bit of an affirmation. I am in perfect health always. My family is in perfect health always. I am youthful and timeless at every age. My life is full of abundance, joy, and love. Skincare. First thing, cleanser. I use the J.Lo Beauty Cleanser. It's called that Hit Single because I have to wear so much makeup all the time and reapply it all day long. Something that really just washed and cleansed my face in a beautiful way.
Whoa, I was gonna say, I love what they did with the names. Hit Single. I get it. You get it? I get it. But when she put her hand over her face, is it just me or is there a filter? Did you see that? Do I need to put my glasses and my contacts back on, or is that Okay, what is going on here? Oh my god, they filtered the fuck out of her. First off, she's already wearing makeup. Gorgeous. I just swoon. I think, of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but like, she's just such a classic representation of beauty for me growing up listening to her as a child. When it comes to her skincare, what is in this cleanser that she created? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I've always had a very simple skincare routine, and J.Lo Beauty was very much about that. I always kind of just was like cleanser, a little bit of a cream, sunscreen, very basic. I know there was a lot of rumors back in the day that I was like into all of these expensive cleansers and I had to like douse myself in La Mer and stuff like that. That really wasn't true.
First off, I love that she's on the same wavelength as me with La Mer of being like, that's not the secret. Here's the thing. There are a lot of rumors that Jenny from the block has had Botox or neuromodulators injected into the skin. I guess when she first came out with her skincare line, a lot of people were comparing the treatments and procedures she's gotten in the past to kind of what she shows up as today. And a lot of people were saying, she's had some treatments and I did them. Like some people who are undisclosed and, you know, to be kept confidential have said those things. And it is very confusing because to those of us who are struggling with our skin, looking for good products that we want to buy, it leaves us thinking, okay, does she actually look the way she does because of these products that she just created? Or has she been using sunscreen and olive oil on her face for the past 20 years and that's the secret? Or has she been getting special treatments and Botox and other things? And remember, Botox is a brand name. You could technically say, I've never had Botox, but you could get Dysport or Xeomin, basically similar things, just a different brand. It's basically like saying, do you want to buy the Kleenex brand tissues or the Whole Foods 365 brand tissues? And that could be something that's going on here. Also, the fact that Vogue is filtering this, again, I feel like these magazines try to Photoshop and filter everyone, and growing up in a world where women are constantly belittled based on our perceived flaws or wrinkles or sunspots or marks or gray hairs or curly hairs, like it's so difficult to be a woman. That's the end of the sentence. Like it's so difficult. It's also so difficult to just be a human. Literally in the world and on social media, there's so many external pressures. So I could understand if a celebrity constantly feels the need to show up perfect and has been branded that way. But especially when we're talking about skincare, especially when we're trying to see how a product works, don't fucking filter the video on me, bro. And again, I don't even know if that's Jennifer Lopez's team saying that they want that. I don't know if that's just the editorial department at Vogue. I don't know, but I'm just like, ugh, give me the skin, give me the pores, give me the pores, and also give me the ingredients to this cleanser. Let's take a look at this. It's available at Sephora. Oh, it's for sale on 20% off on jenniferlopez.com. If it's that great, why is it on sale for 20% off all of a sudden? Maybe they're just having a holiday sale. We're just gonna go with that. This gel cream cleanser is $38, which is not terrible considering it's a celebrity beauty brand. I'm not saying it's not a cash grab. I'm just saying it's not as bad as it could be. They claim that it's sulfate-free, antioxidant-rich, and it's a one-wash cleanser that delivers a brighter, clearer, more radiant and refined baby soft face. They're also mentioning that it's non-comedogenic, which is interesting because there is no actual definition of comedogenicity. Basically, just because something works for me doesn't mean it won't break you out. And there is no surefire way to basically quantify that. It's not like we can look at something and say, okay, that is red and that is purple, right? It's in essence more subjective to each person's use. And specifically with olive oil, as mentioned before, olive oil is an unsaturated fat, specifically a monounsaturated fat. If you actually look at the composition of oils, you can see what they're made up of. And olive oil specifically has a ton of oleic acid because it comes from olives. There's also linoleic acid and other things, but olive oil, it's primarily oleic acid, and that isn't always the best for skin. There are some medical studies that have actually shown that oleic acid, when applied to the skin, causes skin barrier disruption. Basically, our skin has a natural barrier, what's called an acid mantle. You can think of it as like a moat around a castle. Your skin is the castle, your skin cells are the little bricks, and the castle, stones, the walls. And the moat around that is like this watery, oily substance. Well, that watery, oily substance keeps things away from your skin. It is like a moisture barrier. And oleic acid can actually disrupt that barrier, meaning that that barrier can't keep intruders out from coming in. Oleic acid has also been linked to dermatitis. When we break down the word dermatitis, derma relates to skin and itis means inflammation of. So dermatitis is skin irritation. Now, there are many things that can cause skin irritation. There are some things that are much worse, specifically raw lemon juice, which can cause photodermatitis, photo meaning light, derma meaning skin, and itis meaning inflammation of, so light-induced inflammation of the skin. But then there are also things like fragrances that for some people aren't safe. Now, does that mean that olive oil is the worst of the worst? And because I put it on my face once, it's going to shrivel up and create holes in my skin barrier and all of my innards are going to squirt out of my face like a disgusting morbid fountain? No, that's not how this works. What it does mean is that if you have other options such as squalene or even jojoba oil, it's probably better to go with something like those that are either created by the skin or mimic what our skin naturally creates rather than olive oil. This cleanser specifically has the JLo olive complex. Again, this is something that a team of marketers has created, given a new name, and trying to sell us on when it probably costs pennies to produce, which has extra virgin olive oil and a leaf extract for moisturization. This also has some coconut fruit extract and fragrance. It's not very exciting. When it comes to the rest of the ingredients, there's a small amount of glycolipids as well as salicylic acid. I do like to see those. And when we look at the base or the bulk of the formula, a lot of it is glycerin, which is a nice humectant, cocamidopropylbetaine, cocoa glucoside, propanediol. These can have an oily-like texture and be very hydrating to the skin, but they're not exactly the same as olive oil. So when I look at this, again, it's not absolutely terrible. As JLo said, it's not La Mer, thank goodness, and it's not La Mer prices, thank goodness. But I really wouldn't spend my money on this. I feel like there are other cleansers that I could get that don't have the olive oil in it, or that do have glycerin and these hydrating ingredients. Now, if you want to support JLo, if you love her, if this is a really fun cleanser that feels nostalgic for you, go for it, baby. But for me and my wallet, it's going to be a no. But again, it's better than rubbing pure olive oil on your skin. I want to make sure that that is clear.
That JLo Glow Serum. When I was young, My mom and my grandma, my aunts, they all have these kind of crazy beauty secrets. One was olive oil that actually we use, and we created the olive complex for this very product. But there were some other ones that were a little bit crazy, like mayonnaise in the hair. I just could never bring myself to do it, but my cousins used to do it. So you see we kind of got a beautiful glowy skin going right now.
She does have a beautiful glowy skin going right now, but if Vogue would take off the filter, we could see it better. Note something, when she's putting this on her face, do you see how she put this serum right under her eyes? I love to see it. If this serum is good, if it has great ingredients, put it right under the eyes and get those skincare benefits on your skin and on your skin. Like I'm pointing to my under eye skin. Oh, can't even see my viewfinder now. Wow, maybe my eyes have gotten a lot worse than I thought. When it comes to mayonnaise in the hair, I can't say that I haven't tried it. There are a lot of weird beauty hacks and secrets out there, some of which are really good and some of which are just trash. We recently did a video on the skincare and beauty hacks from the 2000s that serve as a warning for today. The things that we used to do that we thought were so great that we look back on and just cringe. And I do wonder if things like rubbing olive oil on our face or if over exfoliating with chemical exfoliants is going to be today's version in the next 20 years. I love that she is sharing something that's personal to her, and like when she was growing up that she saw her mother and her grandmother do it. It also just sounds like a marketing story. Like it just sounds like, oh, we need a reason that this ingredient is good, so some celebrity go talk about it. I love JLo. Again, extraordinarily talented, beautiful, intelligent, but someone correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think she's a cosmetic chemist. I've never known her to speak about the science of skin or even be a pioneer when it comes to beauty or kind of setting makeup or skincare based trends. Fads fade, and we shouldn't be chasing these hot ingredients and these cool little things that celebrities promote unless they actually have science to back it up. And again, if she is secretly a dermatologist, an esthetician, a cosmetic chemist, somebody slap me into reality and correct me. It just kind of sounds like a convenient marketing story at a time where skincare is really popular and a celebrity can slap their face on something and a celebrity can come slap their face on something, sell it, and make a ton of money. That JLo Glow Serum is $79, almost $80. It's only for 1 ounce, not even 1.7, so it's just a tiny little amount of product. I like that it's not 500. Yeah, that's good, that's good. But let's see what's actually in the ingredientes. Tighten, brighten, hydrate. Let's see about it. Again, we got our 4 JLo Beauty olive oil complex, which just to me looks like skin barrier disruption. We have a Japanese rice sake ferment. Very interesting. It's giving me SK2 vibes. A yeast-derived ferment, which can be good. A sugar-derived matrix. Tell me which matrix. Brings surface tightening and lifting you can feel. Is this a peptide? Like, tell me what kind of matrix we're talking about. But when we look at the full ingredient list, it's a little different. We got water, butylene glycol. We do have galactomyces ferment filtrate, which is, you can think of that as like a prebiotic. It's basically a dead bacteria that may be able to support the skin. We do have squalane, which is what I was just talking about. Squalane is an oil that we actually want to put on our skin. It's related to squalene, which is naturally made by our skin. So based on this, it's a serum that's heavy in oil content, and I'd actually say this is a little bit better than the cleanser so far. And that being said, of course squalane isn't the only oil we have in here. They've also got some olive leaf oil. Yep, we got the oil. Then we got mica, titanium dioxide. You know what these are? Glitter! We love a glitter moment, but why are we putting glitter in our skincare? If we want to see if our skin brightens after using this product, show me if the product works, because if I wash off the glitter, then the effect goes away. This is just makeup. You're selling me makeup. I do like some of the ingredients in here. For example, niacinamide, oligosaccharides. We're coming for Chanel over here with our Camilla sinensis leaf extract. I really like to see this. I don't like the honey, so I won't be personally trying this on my skin, but honey can have antibacterial and antimicrobial properties. Fun fact, did you know that honey is actually used on anal fissures occasionally? If you got some cracks in your butt, honey is still something you shouldn't be putting up there, but some doctors do. If your doctor does it or recommends it, then do it. Otherwise, do not listen. If you take anything from this video, don't put honey in your butt. I would not buy this serum. While it does not look absolutely terrible, it looks like an oily glitter serum. Like what? Oh, and it's got carmine. That's crushed up beetles for ya. You want some crushed up beetles? This serum looks like an oily, glittery, potentially skin barrier disruptive mess. It's not terrible. I mean, I like the niacinamide in there. I like the squalane. But for $80, when brands like Dermalogica and Biossance exist, Biossance's products are made on squalane. line. Their name is literally biology, and Sans for Renaissance. Their products are amazing and skin barrier supportive. Dermalogica, that's what a lot of estheticians use. They have a pro line and an at-home line. If you want something brightening, get their vitamin C. Like, there are so many products that for this price would be better and get more product for the money. Or freaking The Ordinary. This is a retinol and squalane, but based on medical science, I would say a retinoid and squalane is probably going to be a better bet for some lifting, some anti-aging, some anti-wrinkle, and some glow, rather than, you know, this other stuff. And I'm not blaming J-Lo, like, she probably did not formulate this. It's just like, we have this inundation of celebrities selling us things based on their talent, based on who they are in the media, based on our love for them. And then people who are struggling with their skin or want to feel good in their skin buy these products, spend entire paychecks, run home, and then get irritated skin or feel terrible about themselves because the product didn't do anything. And the celebrity is, you know, sometimes just a puppet to the industry. Sometimes they are being willingly nefarious, or sometimes they just genuinely don't know better and they thought it would be fun. And there is the rare occasion where a celebrity is really, really passionate and does a really good job. Riri has been impressing me. We gotta start pressing those buttons and talk about what's changed because, woo, my face sure has after using some new products. That aside, this is going to be a no for $80 from me, and I'd recommend some of these instead. If you click that little button right there, it shows you the ones right here.
Down into my décolletage. Don't worry, I'm not gonna flash you like I have done before in some of my videos. One of my biggest beauty secrets is sleep. But one of my tricks for when I can't get enough sleep, there's a certain amount of hours that I feel like you can sleep before your face falls asleep. So it's either under 4 or over 7.
I fucking love her. When it comes to what she's talking about with sleep, this is very interesting if we look at circadian rhythms. Basically, our bodies naturally have what's called a circadian rhythm. It's when our body naturally goes to sleep and wakes up. Things that make us go to sleep are the production of melatonin, and things that help us wake up are things like the production of cortisol. And our bodies are naturally in these cycles if we have a healthy sleep schedule. Now, if you've traveled internationally, you know, it can get a little fucked up. I am in no place to tell you about your sleeping habits, but I would say try to sleep more than 4 hours. My little ring yells at me if I don't sleep enough. I fucking love this, by the way. But when we fall asleep, we go through different stages. Our brain literally has different brain waves depending on what stage of sleep we're in. And if you sleep in like 90-minute increments, that's like a full sleep cycle. And that's why when you sleep in accordance with those cycles in your body's natural cycle, you feel more rejuvenated. If you get woken up in the middle of like REM sleep or in the middle of one of those cycles, it can really throw you off. Or that's why when some people take a nap in the middle of the day, they feel even more tired when they wake up. So I don't know what that's like for her, but I do think that beauty sleep is very, very important. Sleep in general is so important to our health. And being in tune with your body's circadian rhythm and with your body's sleep patterns and sleep schedule can help you feel more rested and just look and feel better when you wake up. So I love that J-Lo actually brings this up. I think that the sleep and wellness aspects of skin are so important, and so many celebrities don't talk about it. So again, huge props to J-Lo for bringing this up. I just think we could do a lot better in the actual product department.
This next step that I do is Moisturizer My Day Cream. It was so important for me to create a day cream that had sunscreen because I feel like this was one of the things that was a game changer for me in staying youthful over the years, is wearing sunscreen every single day.
This is my girl. This I love to see. Now, again, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think she's a cosmetic chemist, but the fact that a celebrity actually took the time and due diligence to literally put sunscreen into a moisturizer product so that someone will use it, mwah! I love to see it. She has the stardom glow, but she also has the SPF protected glow. If you haven't seen this viral photo going around, this is a woman who used a moisturizer with sunscreen every day for 40 years, but she used it on her face and not her neck. Can you see the difference in these sunspots, in wrinkles, etc., in her skin tone and texture? And this just goes to show that not only is sunscreen literally an anti-cancer drug because it prevents against melanoma, skin cancer, but if you're worried about the beauty aspect, about the physical appearance aspect, if you don't want excessive lines and wrinkles and uneven skin tone and pigmentation, literally sunscreen. I love that she actually formulated SPF into this moisturizer. However, I can't say that I like the moisturizer. This is the That Big Screen $50 moisturizer. Again, I'm kind of living for the names here, but this just looks like one of those gaudy plastic, remember those weird pieces of like plastic costume jewelry that we used to like wear and dress up as a kid? Or if you were like me and you were weird and your parents wouldn't let you play dress up, you would go to your neighbor's house and play dress up with their weird gaudy like pink princess crown trinket castle toys. Yes, this is what this reminds me of. It's just gaudy plastic and it's $54. And can you guess what's in this moisturizer? Olive oil. Olive oil, my bitches. Again, the purpose of a moisturizer is to protect the skin. Hydrators impart moisture, such as water, into the skin, and moisturizers can be hydrating, but moisturizers are meant to protect your skin from the outside world. They're meant to support your skin's barrier, maybe deliver active ingredients if you have fine lines and wrinkles or acne. And that is why I don't love to see the olive oil in here. Now, it does look like this has hyaluronic acid. It does have glycerin. Both of these are wonderful humectants, meaning they hold on and grab onto water. Hyaluronic acid is specifically a glycosaminoglycan, and when formulated into a product with water, it binds to that water really well. And again, I don't have the product in my hands, but from first impressions, this looks good. There's licorice root, marine bamboo. Again, how is that different from natural bamboo? Is this like bamboo that grows under the ocean? Again, kind of sounds like some marketing ploys, some marketing ingredients. I'll give it to them. It's got sunscreen. This is a blend of mineral and chemical sunscreen, otherwise known as inorganic and organic sunscreen filters. And it's an SPF 30, which is really good. You should be reapplying this throughout the day, but this is a really wonderful thing. And if somebody who doesn't know better just loves JLo and they want to purchase her products, this is probably the best product that I've seen from her line. Again, when we look at the main ingredients, we have glycerin, caprylic triglyceride, cetearyl alcohol, glycerol stearate, PG, and 100 stearate. Very, very basic moisturizer ingredients, but it's because they work. We have hydrolyzed vegetable protein, nice. What is this? Nelumbo nuciferca flower extract. Obviously, I didn't fucking take Latin and I don't speak it, even though I wish I did. Licorice! We love licorice, not only to eat, but to put on our face. Licorice is fantastic because it can help with dark marks and any uneven pigmentation to the skin. We do have some Camellia sinensis leaf extract. It looks like we do have palmityl tripeptide 10 and a tetrapeptide number 14. Both of these peptides are basically little strings of amino acids. You can think of them as pearls on a necklace. And when introduced into the skin, they can have cellular signaling properties, basically stimulating your skin cells to do different things, such as wound heal or decrease inflammation or create more collagen. Some can be pro-inflammatory depending on what you're looking for them to do. The science behind peptides is not as robust as what we know about retinoids or about sunscreen, but this is good. Again, my favorite product from her line so far, but it is not my absolute favorite. At least there's no glitter in here. There's no straight up fragrance. Again, kudos to JLo for telling whoever's actually building this product line, because again, I don't really think she was in there, you know, doing the cosmetic chemistry. Kudos to her for standing up and saying we need a sunscreen product. Yes, yes.
I know there was a lot of jokes kind of in the Spanish market. They like to saying all you need to use is bloqueador and you'll look like JLo. But the truth is if you start young, it will make a huge difference. I'm gonna add a little bit of La Mer lip balm, which I really love. Has a nice kind of light minty taste to it and smell to it. A little bit like spearmint gum.
When it comes to lip products, if you like them, if they don't make your lips peel, if it doesn't feel like your lips are irritated and get addicted to a lip balm, keep using them. If you do feel like your lips are addicted to lip balm, we have a video on that because number one, that doesn't happen, but number two, it could feel that way. So here's a video on everything you need to know. But I thought that she just said that she was debunking the myth that she had to soak in like $400 La Mer all over her body, and yet she's putting on the La Mer. What is up with celebrities and La Mer?
My next step is my JLo Beauty Eye Cream. I put eye cream a little bit here. I heard another beauty secret that I live by as well, which is, you know, until 25 or you get the face that you're born with. After that, you get the face you deserve.
Whoa, what was that quote? The face you deserve? I swear to God, his nose just ran into my fist. The face you deserve. Okay, no, really. Two things, a lot just happened here. First off, eye cream. She used it in the wrong order. Is this even gonna get where it needs to go? Oh my God, you have activated pet and peeve. Ronnie and Steve. Confirmed pet peeve activated. However, she did put it all over. Again, if an eye cream is really good at, like, let's just say that it's made to anti-wrinkle, heck, put it on these wrinkles. In the little 11 lines from the glabellar complex, put it on these wrinkles, put it on these wrinkles. That's what I do, that's what I always recommend. Skin is skin is skin. Yes, the skin here is thinner, but it still has the same anatomical structures, right? So I love that she does that. Problem is, Did you see how she so elegantly put her serum and her moisturizer right here? The serum had some good ingredients like niacinamide that would be fine for right here. The moisturizer is a thick barrier. Remember, moisturizers are intended to be a barrier. Is the eye cream gonna get in? See, an eye cream should be used around a serum step if it's something that you are going to incorporate into your routine. Let's just see how much this is. Let's compare it to the moisturizer. Her moisturizer did have sunscreen. I would love it if the eye cream had sunscreen. I'm assuming it doesn't, so this might be different, but it is $50. $50 for half of a fluid ounce. 15 milliliters. Come on now. They say it's for an ultra moisturizing eye cream. Again, she's on stage all day. Maybe she needs a special eye cream that lays down well under makeup. That's the perfect reason to use it. But everything else, damn it, here we go again. We got cyclopentasiloxane. You know what that's found in? Good moisturizers. We have dimethicone, related to cyclopentasiloxane, but also found in, you guessed it, moisturizers. We have cetearyl alcohol, which again, moisturizing. What did we also find that in? Oh yeah, the JLo Beauty moisturizer. We got some cross polymers. We got some glycerin that we found in what? The moisturizer and the cleanser. And we've got our olive leaf extract. Again, just, well, why are we rubbing the olive oils on our face, in our eyeballs? Stop it. The ingredients down here that I do like to see is that it does appear that they formulated a biosaccharide in here. It looks like we have caffeine and algin. These could be good. Caffeine specifically is a vasoconstrictor. Vaso meaning vein or pertaining to blood and the circulatory system. And constrict meaning to constrict, like if you got a hug from me. So vasoconstriction is basically this blood vessel constriction. And if that caffeine is applied in the under eye area, if you have puffiness, it could really help. This is not worth $50. Olive oil on your eyeballs? Gosh, put these But is it just me, or does it appear that she had her eyes and her brows done this entire video? Like, did the cleanser not cleanse? She could have her eyebrows microbladed. Some people had pigmentation in the eye area that just looks like eyeshadow. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. I only recommend maybe one of these products. And again, we just went through a 4-step skincare routine. It was nice that it was 4, not 40, but all of these are from her own brand. And let me just tell you a little secret. Whenever someone says that this is the only brand they use, 9 out of 10 times, they're trying to sell you something, they're trying to get something from you, or they're just straight up fucking lying to either you or themselves. Look in anyone's cabinet. Do they have only one brand? Maybe if they're the brand founder, but usually no, you're gonna mix and match things from brands that you like that work for you. And even if you do have a favorite brand like The Ordinary or JLo Beauty, not every product is a slam dunk. There's probably one product from your favorite line that still sucks. And you're probably gonna get that from another brand. That is literally the way these things work. And anyone who just uses like one brand, it just comes off as so scammy to me. This isn't JLo's fault. And I don't even know if it's the video editor's fault, but like this filter, when she touches her face, I see the fucking filter. Stop it with the filter. I would recommend other products, specifically some of these. Let's do Biossance, let's do Dermalogica, and if you're on a budget, there are so many other great, graceful aging products at a less expensive price. Always remember to stay hydrated, both orally and topically. Let me know if you think that JLo has had any cosmetic treatments or procedures or not. And always be beautiful both inside and out. I love you, and I cannot wait to see you in this next video. Love you guys. Bye. Can't see you. God damn, you're sexy. Okay. Bye.